let's see what we have done today. So let's start with irons. Irons was the worst trade I have done today, and I have traded it twice. So let's see in 1 minute chart what we have done today. Oh, let's talk about what's the day today and what's the month today. Today is 20th of April 2018, and okay, let's go back to the irons. And in irons, you'll be able to see that in 1 minute chart, the stock was making the stock was resisting around this moving average. So I was like, okay, I did not pay attention, but the spread over here was really bad and the price action was bad too, but I did not pay attention to that, and I went long. As I went long, you'll be able to see that the stock went down back to this. There were few dojis or not dojis, the levels up here, and the stock went back to that level. I was like, okay, the stock is going down. It's not gonna go back up. It's gonna go back down. So I got out, and as soon as I got out, I was like, okay, I was in a revenge trading because I lost $81 on the long side. So I was like, okay, the stock is gonna go back down. I'm gonna go back down, and the stock is gonna go to this level, which is I think the previous day close or something. I went short, and you'll be able to see that, and you'll be able to see that the stock went back high again, and high again to this at least to the VWAP. But I got out at this moving average. At the break of this moving average, I was like, nope, I'm getting out, and I got out with $81 loss. So that was 169, I think $169 loss in that. That was the biggest loss for today, and I'm not really keen to trade anything today because today I'm minus 186 plus the commission, which is going to be much more. So I'm like, okay, fine, I'll just get out. I went long in Twitter after seeing the volume. After seeing the volume, I was like, okay, the stock is gonna go higher. But the thing is, as I went long, I was doubting my I was doubting my entry because my entry was like really extended. But I got in because of the volume. I did not get in because of anything else. There was only one thing I got in because that was because of the volume, and the stock was making higher and higher. So I got in, and then after that I was like, okay, I might get out, but then I was like really caught up in some other trade, or I think I was caught up in irons at that moment, and I did not place a stop loss. But if I would have placed a stop loss, my stop loss would have been uh, around here. I would have been stopped out, but I did not stop out, and the stock went back up, and I covered the first step around here and the second one around here, and after that I did not trade Twitter anymore. So Twitter was a win. And then let's talk about JD. JD was the first trade I've taken today, and in JD it was opening range breakdown. I covered in 3 steps: first, second, and third. First, second, and third. This was a good trade. And what did I do up here in JD? In JD, I think I went long around here after seeing that I thought the stock is gonna respect this moving average, but it did not, and it went back all the way down to this. Wait, let's see what I've done today with the. I think I've traded twice. JD, yes, that is it, minus 25. So that was a lot of moving average, and I was like, okay, the stock is not going to go back down, or even if it did go back down, it's not going to go back down to the VWAP. It's going to test the VWAP, and it's going to go back up. And I went long around here at this moving average, tried to go back up, did not work. I think it did go up a little bit, but not the way I wanted it to go to this moving average. Because you'll be able to see that this was the moving average, and I got here at 30.23. So I was hoping for a 25 cents profit, or 20 cents profit, but it did not go up. It went back and tested the VWAP. I got stopped out, and I did not go back in, so that was minus $25. This was okay trade too, because the stock could have gone up higher, and my stop loss, I could have managed my stop loss better but I think the VWAP was a good stop loss. That was minus 25, and after that I traded SKX. In SKX, I had a loss too. So this is the lesson I learned from yesterday, but then I did not really learn the lesson. So here is it. This is my entry around this moving average. I was like, okay, the stock was falling like a knife, and I went long. I went long when I saw that the stock is breaking this moving average. I went long, and I was hoping it to go back to the VWAP, but it did not go back to the VWAP. It broke this moving average, and it was going down. I was like, okay, I'm getting out of this. I got out, and when I saw the stock was like really weak, I went short again. This was a necessary trade, but then I was like, I was in a revenge trading mood because of the minus thing. I was like, the big I've been minusing this whole week, but because of this big minus thing, I was like, okay, I was revenge trading today, and I went short around here, covered, and then I should have covered the rest around here, but then I was trying to cover, but I went short again. I went short again, and then I got cold feet. I was like, okay, the stock is gonna go back up, get out, and then I got out. And after that, you'll be able to see. After that, you can see that uh, the stock went down in my direction, and that was my target. The target was 30.49 or 40.44 or something like that, and it eventually went down to that level, but I just got cold feet because of the psychological pressure because of this minus. And after that, I traded GE. I traded GE twice. The first one, I was like, okay, I went long, but GE makes only like 5 or 10 cents move. I was hoping it to make bigger move. I went long, and I mirror traded this. I mirror traded both the trades from Andrew, but this one could have been a win trade, but then I did not realize that just this stock makes only 5 or 10 cent moves. So I went long, I did not cover, and then I got out at break here. I got stopped out after the break of the VWAP. I went short again, copying Andrew, mirror trading Andrew, and then I covered in 2 or 3 steps. And that should be it for today. Okay, well, let's calculate the losses I had today. This is the loss I had trading. This is the loss I had trading 100 shares of stock. All of them are like 100 shares only. So let's see the account report for today. And I'm closing early today because of the negative thing. I don't want to waste my time because I'm sure that I won't be able to make it back to uh, make it back to 0 or something, or at least 50. No, I won't be able to do that. I'm just gonna waste my time. So let's see. I have taken 24 tickets, which is $48 plus 187. I will calculate that as 187 plus 187, which is 235. So I'm negative 235 today. What a day. And negative 235, and let's see how much iron adds to it. So in iron, I've taken 4 trades, which is $8, and 235, 8 plus 88 plus 81. I would have been minus 57 today if it was not for irons. If it was not for irons, I would have been minus 57, and that would have been good. That would have been around the maximum loss still, but then that's what you get for trading a stock that has a really bad price action, and spread, price action and spread. That was the biggest mistake I've done with irons, that I got in with that big spread and big very bad price action. But as you can see, it did eventually go down to the place, or to the close I wanted it to go, but that was like after I lost $160 or something. So that should be it for today. I'm negative 235 for today, and that should be it.